You scroll through a comment section and one name keeps popping up.
Dr. Moonlight brought my ex back in 3 days. Text her on WhatsApp. Say it's real.
They all say it's like a miracle, but something deep in your gut says, this is wrong. What if it's more dangerous than it looks? Another day, another random DM. I saw your story. I can help. DM me for a love spell. And you start to wonder, why does it all feel like spiritual spam? We're in a digital age where manifestation is trending, and when something trends, it gets monetized. Witchcraft included, and not in a cute Etsy way. You're not down for clinking, you weren't weak for hoping. You were hurting and someone took that pain and sold it back to you for a $150 candle. But here's what no one tells you. You were never supposed to outsource your power. You weren't broken. You were meant to be initiated. This was your wake-up call. This isn't a call-out video. This is a spiritual intervention. Because fake witches aren't just stealing your money, they're hijacking your belief system. And that is the real theft. In this video, we're exposing the scam from the inside. You will learn how spiritual scammers prey on pain, what real spell work actually is, and why your belief, not candles, is the real magic. Hey there, magical beings! Welcome to another episode of Magic Manifesting with Mia. This is I, your favorite spiritual manifestation coach, Mia. Spiritual meaning I use spirituality and witchcraft to help me manifest my dreams, and I can help you do that too. Using my unique approach towards spirituality and manifestation, I have manifested my ex back in 2 days, which you can find the free guide of it in the description below. Travel, money, celebrities, changes in my physical appearance, weight loss, and so much more, which I'm talking about all of them in a video form like this one. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of those gems. But I am also offering one-on-one coaching, personalized affirmations, personalized subliminals, personalized meditations, personalized vision boards, and even personalized spellwork and tarot readings. Everything will be linked down below. So let us clear the air, because before we talk about spells, mindset, or rituals, you need to hear this loud and clear. You're not crazy, you're not gullible, you didn't fall for it because you were weak, you fell for it because you were in pain. And they preyed on that. That is their entire business model.
First time I've ever heard that.
Whoa,
So
wow.
he's denied, and I'm just like literally gave me chills right now.
We're told magic is this sacred, ancient, powerful force. But when you're heartbroken at 2 AM and scrolling for answers, it suddenly gets marketed like a discount coupon. Dr. Moonlight guarantees results. Just WhatsApp me for your twin flame reunion. And your brain, because it's hurting, goes, what if maybe that's what I need? But that's not your intuition. That is your survival system reaching for anything that will stop the ache. These scammers know exactly what they are doing. They copy-paste messages, love bomb your inbox, and sell you an aesthetic, not a solution. They sell you fantasy. Because in your most desperate moment, a fantasy feels safer than healing. They turn witchcraft into Amazon Prime. Click, spell, soulmate delivered by Tuesday. Let's get one thing straight. A witchcraft is not a coupon code. It's not a add to cart, get him back. And it sure as hell isn't a 7-day money back guarantee on your manifestations. If someone's promising you instant results for £200 and a blurry pic of your ex, run. That is no magic, that's a one-person MLM with sage and shame. And when it doesn't work, they gaslight you.
Oh, you didn't believe enough. You messed up the ritual. You weren't a high vibe enough.
No. But you were human, you were grieving, and they turned your grief into their profit.
It's a trap!
So here's the plan. We're going to break this down chapter by chapter. Not just to call them out, but to call you back in. You will learn why spells don't work when you're casting from fear, what real spellwork is, and why belief is the key, the neuroscience behind how your brain obeys belief, the difference between manifesting love versus drama, and finally, how to reclaim your power without paying $300 for a candle. Because if you ever spiraled into why isn't it working, if you've ever felt cursed, blocked, or desperate, what if I told you that wasn't spell work at all? It was a trauma response, and in the next chapter, we're going there. You're not cursed, you're just desperate. And I say that with love, with a kind of sisterhood that only comes from knowing exactly what it feels like to put your heart into a spell and still feel nothing shift. To watch the candle burn down and feel emptier than when you started.
Fine. I just need to die for a minute.
So many of you have messaged me. Mia, I did everything. I cleansed, I anointed, I even paid extra for the fast results ritual. And everything's worse. Or worse.
I think someone hexed me.
No. You just panicked. You spiraled into fear. And then you called it magic. That's not magic. That's nervous system dysregulation in a velvet robe. That is emotional avoidance dressed up as mysticism. You're not casting spells. You're outsourcing your power to rosemary and rose quartz because deep down, you don't trust yourself to hold it. Let us zoom out for a second. Here's the truth that no one on Witch Talk is telling you. Spellwork can't override self-worth. You cannot fake the assumption. The universe is responding to your inner blueprint, not your rose petal bath. Let me break it down. Your reality doesn't react to what you say. It reacts to what you believe. That is law of assumption 101. So if your spell is rooted in please let this work, that is not belief. That is begging.
Oh, he's gotta pay.
You're lighting a candle hoping it will fix the part of you that feels unworthy.
I'm sorry. Come again?
But spells don't fix unworthiness. They amplify whatever is already there. So if the core belief is, I don't think I can have this, then no spell will stick. Because the spell is being written by that fear.
You're just jealous.
Jealous? Jealous? You don't even exist to me!
And look, I get it. It's not about the herbs. It's not even about the person. It's about the ache underneath. The quiet thought you never say out loud. What if this is all I get? So, you do the ritual. Not from power, but from panic. Your belief is the engine. The candle, it is just the aesthetic. The ritual, that's your playlist, that's your vibe. But if the car has no engine, it is not going anywhere. So the real question is, what is fueling your spell? So before you light that candle, ask yourself, am I doing this because I believe it's done?
You know what? I wished for you too.
Or because I'm terrified it won't happen unless I force it? Because if you're casting from fear, that is not magic. That's a nervous system in survival mode. And you deserve better than that. So no, you're not cursed. You're just manifesting from fear and calling it magic. But what if I told you that real spell work doesn't even begin with a candle? That it starts with your body before the match is even lit? You don't need to believe me yet, because in the next chapter I will prove it. Let us talk about what spell work actually is and why you've had the power all along. Let us take the glitter off. Let's take the soft filter off of your altar and let us get brutally honest. Spellwork is not the candle. It is not the herbs, it's not even the moon phase. That is just accessorizing. It's like dressing up your belief in a little goth outfit and hoping it gets noticed. Cute, but it is not the power source. I like to call witchcraft a yassified manifestation. Basically, it is physicalized assumption. It's what you already believe, acted out in physical form. You're not creating belief from the ritual, you're channeling it through the ritual. So when you already believe the love is yours, when you already know the abundance is inevitable, then every motion you make, it's not a request, it's a declaration. Let us be real. If spells worked without belief, my ex would be crawling back like a demon in a Hallmark hoodie. And not in a good way. I would make this bitch crawl until his knees bled. Every single Mercury retrograde would be an emotional Hunger Games, but they don't, because the ingredients don't do the magic. You do.
Bye, girl.
Your mind,
it's a bubbling cauldron of hotness.
your intention is the flame. The ritual, that's the playlist and the mood lighting. And if your brain is still running, I'm not enough, in the background, no playlist in the world is going to override that program. So the next time you think, oh, my spell didn't work, ask yourself, did the candle burn wrong? Or did I just never believe I was worthy of the result? Because real magic, it's not firecrackers, it's not cosmic lightning bolts. It's subtle, it's quiet, it's alignment. So now you know, the spell isn't the magic, the tools aren't the source, but belief literally changes your brain. And if you want to understand why this works so damn well when done right, you don't need more rituals. You need to get nerdy with me. Next up, we're pulling receipts straight from neuroscience, and baby, your brain has been manifesting all along. You just didn't know it. Okay, nerds, nerdettes, and nerdios. If you don't know, that is for he, she, they, them. Nerd, he, nerdettes for she, and nerdios for they, them. It came up in one video and we're just rolling with it now. Just roll with me on that. Do you want proof? Let us talk science. Because belief isn't just a fluffy spiritual concept. It's literally how your brain works. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between something you vividly imagine and something you physically experience. Don't believe me? Try this. Don't think of a pink elephant. Yeah, too late.
Ooh, here, use this.
Thanks.
Oh, hold on, wait a second.
Oh, good. Oh, it always gets stuck at the bottom.
Here. What? It's imaginary.
Thanks. This'll make it a lot easier to walk back to headquarters.
Walk? We're not walking. We're taking the train of thought.
That is called semantic priming. Your brain can't process the word don't without immediately conjuring up the image. So if your spell is full of don't leave me, don't forget me, don't ghost me after this cord cutting, guess what you're actually imprinting? Your subconscious hears
Leave me. Forget me.
Ghost me.
Because it works in pictures, not logic. It's Pinterest, not Google Sheets. Now let us talk about the placebo effect. Doctors have studied this for decades. People who believed they were getting real medicine but actually got a sugar pill often healed just the same as the people who got real treatment. Why? Because the body doesn't respond to ingredients. It responds to expectation. It responds to belief. Your nervous system, your immune system, your literal tissues, they're listening to your assumptions 24/7. Now, FYI, this is not me telling you to not listen to your doctors and you can heal everything. You will fucking go to the doctors when you need to, and you will get the fucking medicine they prescribe. Okay? Don't be stupid. Just listen to the scientists. Go to the doctors. Fuck me. Here's the kicker. Your brain is not fixed. It is constantly rewiring itself every single day. This is called neuroplasticity. Every time you think a thought, repeat a fear, visualize a new reality, You're carving a new trail into your brain, like footprints in a forest path. And the more often you walk it, the more automatic it becomes. So if you keep reinforcing, I'm cursed, I'm blocked, I can't have love, guess what your brain does? It learns that as the default setting. It doesn't ask if it's good for you, it doesn't question the pattern, it just assumes, oh, this is what we do now. That's not the universe punishing you, that is your brain following instructions. But here's where the magic kicks in. You can change the route, you can retrain your brain. Spellwork isn't just about herbs, it's about intention. And intention lives in the body. So when you light that candle from a place of certainty, when you say, it's already mine, your brain doesn't go, oh, she's lying. It goes, I bet. Let's make that real. I know you want to believe it. You wouldn't be watching this video if you didn't. So let me say it clearly. You're not cursed, you're not broken, you're just rehearsing an old story. But here's the truth they don't teach you in scammer school. You're the one holding the pen. You've just seen the science, you've seen the brain, you've seen the spell. So now let's ask the real question. What are you actually manifesting? Is it love? Or is it your unresolved trauma dressed up like fate? In the next chapter, we're pulling the veil of the biggest lie in witchcraft. Wanting something doesn't mean it's meant for you. Let us talk about desire and the dangerous illusion of attachment. Now let us be honest. I could sit here and tell you, you fucking need the spell work. I am a witch after all, I offer spell work. I could sit here and tell you, you need it and you can buy it from my website. But let us cut the bullshit and go straight for the jugular. Do you actually want them? Or do you just hate the feeling of not having them? Because those two are two very different things. And your nervous system can't tell the difference if you've never slowed down it long enough to ask.
Emotional, damn it!
You're not crazy. You are conditioned. Conditioned to think love is supposed to hurt. Conditioned to think tension means chemistry. That silence equals mystery. That withholding equals value. Some of you aren't manifesting love. You're chasing trauma bonds. And it feels magnetic because it is familiar. Not because it's fate. Your body isn't pulling you toward the one. It's trying to finish a story it never got to end.
Well, he's been very, affectionate. Very clingy. Which usually means he's feeling insecure. Or what? Or it means I have the power. Sometimes he has it, sometimes I have it. It's like a seesaw.
This is why you can't manifest love while your nervous system still believes that love equals pain, that attention equals anxiety, that being chosen equals being safe. Because even if you get what you asked for, you won't be able to keep it. You'll self-sabotage, you'll panic when it feels soft. You'll sabotage the safety because safety feels foreign. If your worth is still tied to being chosen, you will do anything to avoid being abandoned, even if it means abandoning yourself first. Trust me, I had done that. Anxious attachment, right here. Which, I healed it so much I became an avoidant. I don't know how I feel about that. Anyway, you will chase the unavailable. You will bargain with the universe. You will micromanage spells like they're your love contracts.
Honestly, I think I sabotage myself. It's like I'm afraid of being happy.
But it won't work. Because it's not magnetism, it's nervous system dysregulation disguised as desire. You know what? Desire says, I want this. Attachment says, I need this or I'll just off myself. And look, neediness isn't a flaw. It is just your body begging for safety. But here's the catch. Neediness doesn't magnetize. It doesn't pull people in. It makes them flinch. Not because they don't love you, but because you're asking them to fix a hole that isn't theirs to fill. So ask yourself, if I wasn't afraid, if I wasn't triggered, if I hadn't been taught that love had to hurt, would I still want this person? Would I still want this love? Or am I just trying to stop the ache? So here's what I want you to reflect on next. When did you finally realize you weren't manifesting from power, but from panic? When did you stop scripting for them and start scripting for yourself? Because that shift, that is the spell that actually works. That is the moment the magic clicks. And that's what I want to celebrate next. Let us talk about the wins no one sees. The ones that don't go viral, but change your life anyway. Okay, let us take a deep breath. Because if you've made it so far, you've already shifted something. For real. Because even watching this video, even questioning your rituals, your beliefs, your desperate texting at 1:47 AM, that is already alchemy. And I want to honor that. So welcome to my favorite part of the video, small success stories. I need to have a bit of a soundtrack for that. This is a segment where we celebrate wins that aren't aesthetic, but are absolutely magical. Because this community, it's not about pretending, it is about becoming together. So here's what we're doing. Every time you shift your energy, even just a little bit, I want you to comment below and tell me. Maybe you stopped paying that scam of $300 for a candle glued to a mason jar. Maybe you didn't check the bus jar this time before texting. Maybe you finally stopped scripting about them and started scripting about yourself. Or maybe you just didn't spiral, didn't beg, didn't turn into a full moon gremlin over someone giving you crumbs. That is growth, that is belief, that is spellwork. I will be featuring your wins in future videos because I want this to be our space, not just mine. So drop your story in the comments, even if it's just, I realized I was never cursed, just scared. I lit a candle and didn't beg for anything. I didn't script, I decided. Because your belief is working, even if no one else sees it yet. Now, let us repeat some affirmations to lock this in. Say them with your chest, say them into your tea, say them while side-eyeing that candle you almost lit in a panic. It doesn't matter where. Just say them like they're already true. I am not cursed. I was confused. My worth is not up for negotiation. I don't chase what I no longer crave. I am allowed to outgrow what I once begged for. My magic works when I do. I choose belief over desperation. My power is in the ritual, it's in the clarity. I release what no longer aligns, even if I wanted it once. I manifest from love, not lack. I am the spell. I am the source. Repeat these until your bones believe them. Until you don't flinch when things take time. Until you don't reach for magic out of fear, but out of joy. Out of knowing, out of grounded trust. Because that is the shift. And that is the real spell. And babe, you've already cast it. So no, you're not cursed, you're not broken, you're not weak for hoping some stranger in your DMs had the answer. You were just reaching for relief. You were looking for magic, and now you know where it's been the whole time. Every scam, every fake spell, every reading that left you empty, they didn't take your power. They showed you where you gave it away. They showed you what you were ready to stop believing in. They were never your downfall. They were your redirection. Because now you know that the most powerful ritual you'll ever do is believe in yourself again. This isn't a story about spiritual failure. This is a story about spiritual maturity. About finally seeing that magic isn't something you buy. It's something you become. That version of you, the one who no longer begs, panics, spirals or clings, is already there. You call her back the second you stopped outsourcing your power. You're not manifesting anymore. You remember who the fuck you were before the fear. Stay bold, stay clear, stay magic. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.